Kenya Lino here, back again for another movie night review, number 216, called Scotch and Haagen Dazs. I almost forgot the name, but there's the name, and it is a short film, sci-fi. So let's get into the movie night review. All right. Okay, so there's a Dan and there's a suit Dan from another universe, and he comes in and he goes to visit Dan, and Dan finds out that it is another him in another universe, and he's coming to speak to him about swapping. And Dan has a pregnant wife, and she's snoring, and right at the brink of snoring, he goes into the kitchen. He goes to get his it's either scotch. I want to say it's scotch. He goes to get his drink, and then the other Dan meets him over there at the door where the kitchen is, and he mentions Haagen Dazs, the ice cream, and all in all, Dan ends up staying with his pregnant wife, asking her about breastfeeding, if they're going to do it together, if they're going to do it when the baby arrives. And she's like, "That's not even a question. Just protect me from your mother." And so pretty much he stayed, but he did ask Suit Dan about Tall Dan's, and he said there's no questions that are out of sync, or there's nothing else that goes on, but what he was saying is just swapping. That's all, he was talking about. So he chose to stay with his wife and keep in touch with Suit Dan. All right, so that's the whole story there. So the subject for tonight is pretty. If we stay ourselves pretty, we'll be very fancy in the morning or any other day, because there's somebody who's always looking at us and someone who's always wanting our lives, someone who is wanting our life so badly that they will do everything they can to be that. So pretty avoids all kinds of situation with others, and it only remains us to be the one that's said and told only. All right. If there's anyone that recognizes they did it the most, it's only that one who isn't the one I just mentioned. Okay. So as you are pretty, or as you make yourself, always understand that people will talk a whole lot, but they will never be the person. So if you stay in that place or around that place, you don't have to visit other places to say you're the person or the place or what that place holds and in store for, because you've stayed there the way you've said it the whole time, and nothing is that other than you, and nobody else can say they're that. So then all the places in the world come to you for that type of advice too. So all in all, pretty will always do you well, but it will never do another person more well than what he is, a big fat well. And nobody wants to be attacked by a big fat whale or a shark or anything that has a mouth bigger than a head. But all I'm saying is, when you remain your own, do not relate the late to a person who knows exactly what they want in life. So just don't relate it, and you'll be fine with your own existence. All right? Talk to you soon. Bye.